sure my screen is.
Okay, let me give you.
There we go. I'm officially co-host.
Yeah, I just made you co-host, Lindsay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you. We just give us a few minutes. We got people coming in from another Zoom, so just give us a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All over. We travel all over. We have the opportunity to travel all over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where have you guys gone in the past?
See, where have y'all been? Shout out some places that you've been.
Dubai.
Okay. Is this the first group travel that you guys are looking to do?
For a
group trip?
For a cruise.
For a cruise. Okay. Awesome.
Get started, not prolong the time. I'm going to record this. I know we're going to have a bunch of people coming in, but I don't want to hold up Mr. Wagner. I want
Coach D. Coach D. Do you mind? I want to introduce you to him. Okay. Lindsay, we want to thank you for joining us today. But before we get started, I do want to introduce our leader, 3-star ambassador Deborah Taylor. We are part of a travel club called Travorium, but within that club, we have an awesome leader, Deborah Taylor, Coach D, who is the leader of our team. And every year for the last 5 years, she has a conference. And this year, next year, actually, we are going to be taking it to the seas. And we've chosen to partner with Virgin Voyages. So without further ado, I do want to turn it over to our 3-star ambassador, top money earner, Deborah Taylor.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you coming on here. I was telling Kendra, I know our specialists are rep out of the country, but I thank you for doing this. Lady Kendra Keys is actually coordinating, and she will most likely and hopefully get some assistance from Rosita Montgomery. Wave, Rosita. And thank you. And both of them are specialized in travel as agents. But I'll tell you a little bit about our conference. The conference in the last couple of years have grew to about 200 people or more. I'm not sure exactly how many of them will attend the cruise. It grows every year, but the cruise is different. We need to be able to have space to do certain things. We plan a meet and greet. We do workshops or have presentations. So we need some space for presentations, things like that. And so we're trying to also understand that part of it as far as coordinating a group. I did not want to do a corporate group because the corporate group has me paying for everything and people paying me. I want people to be able to pay for their own cruises. And then I think you guys call it a circle, and the circles connect. So that's kind of what I'm the expectation. We come in, we usually the first night we have a meet and greet. The second night, the night before we leave, we'll coordinate things with you guys, because I know you do a red cocktail party and stuff like that, or some type of celebration. So our colors this year are going to be red, of course. So we always have a color theme. And so this year, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on here, it would be red in honor of Virgin Cruise Voyages. So again, thank you, Kendra, for bringing this together. Thank you for Rosita and Cece, if she's on here, for reminding us that we have access to a representative from your great cruise line. So Leslie is it Leslie? It's on you. Lindsay, it's on you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, very happy to be here. I'm Lindsay Wagner, Director of Sales West for Virgin Voyages, and I am very excited to be here to talk about really Richard Branson's new cruise line and the potential cruise for you all in 2025. So if you haven't heard about us, well, we're already making waves. In 2023, last year, we actually we swept the Cruise Critic Cruisers Choice Awards in 2023 in all 5 categories, which is never been done before, which is pretty exciting. But if you're, or at least have read some headlines, you've heard about us, you might be thinking, well, what makes you different than many of the other cruise lines out there? Well, the biggest and greatest thing that makes us different than all other cruise lines is the fact that we are an adults-only cruise ship. There are no children on board this ship. So you got to be 18 plus in order to sail with us, which I think everybody is very happy about, to have a kid-free experience. No buffets, no main dining room. I'll talk about some of the onboard eateries coming up. If everybody could go on mute, if you don't mind. I'm getting some feedback. I don't know.
And obviously, if you build that model, it's going to create income. But guys, as great as the money is, and again,
Brenda, mute your line, Brenda.
We made more this past month.
There we go. No buffets, no main dining room. We've included a lot into the voyage fare, which I'll talk about coming up. And really, when you sail with us, it is a choose your own adventure, because I like to say there are something for the do everythings, the do nothings, and everybody in between when you're just looking to kind of chill and relax. But with your voyage fare, you get what's included or always included luxury. So dining at all 20 plus eateries. There are no specialty dining charges for any one of our restaurants. We know that that's a pretty big pain point in the industry. With that, where you're always having to pay, 30, 40, 50 bucks a head just to dine in a restaurant, not here at Virgin Voyages. And I'll talk about some of those restaurants coming up. Essential drinks, which include your still sparkling water, soda, tea, lemonade, drip coffee, and non-pressed juices, gratuities and tips, Wi-Fi, all of our onboard entertainment, and our group fitness classes, all wrapped into the voyage fare. Now, what you would have to pay extra for are your shore excursions, your like spa experiences, and alcohol. But what I will tell you is that we have all of our drinks on board are incredibly reasonably priced. So beers start anywhere in between $6 to $8. Cocktails range anywhere between 10 to 12, and 42% of our wines are less than $10 a glass. And what's nice about at least those drink prices is that the gratuity and tip is already built into it. So that $10 glass of wine is $10, not $10 plus an 18% service charge plus additional tip on top of that. I literally just got off of a ship yesterday, and it made me really value our approach to our F&B program when it comes to our alcoholic beverages. So what we've created is what's called Bar Tab, where you can purchase Bar Tab in $100 increments, and Virgin will always kick in some extra money for you to be able to spend on those drinks. So 100, 200, and 300. What's great about that Bar Tab is that you can also use your Bar Tab to pay for someone else's drinks. So even if you want to buy a friend a drink at the bar, you can actually use your Bar Tab for that. So, all right, so our ships. So we've got 3 ships in the water currently sailing: Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady sailing out of Barcelona coming up, and then Resilient Lady out of Athens, Greece. And we just announced plans for Brilliant Lady, our 4th ship, yesterday. And I'm very excited to say, being based in LA myself, Brilliant Lady is finally coming to the West Coast in 2026. So we actually kick off things with her on the East Coast in 2025, but she will make her way over in the spring of 26. But I know everybody on the call is very excited about the potential circle that Kendra had brought up, which is the Friday, March 14th through Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, Dominican Days itinerary. So you've got a full, or we leave out of Miami on Friday. We've got a day at sea. We stop off in Puerto Plata, day at sea, and then a full day at the beach club at Bimini before returning to Miami. And with the Bimini Beach Club, and I think I may have, hang on just a second, I've got a short little, I believe, picture of Bimini that I want to make sure. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me pull this up because it's such a gorgeous spot. And what's great about the beach club at Bimini is that, again, there are no children at the beach club. So there's not, everybody, there's not cannonballs happening, or children running and screaming next to the pool, but a very much an elevated adult experience. So that is the beach club. There is not a separate upcharge to access the beach club, and food is also included, just like it is on the ship. Now, to take you back on board, to kind of show you some pictures of some onboard spaces, this is the roundabout, which is our main atrium on board. I like to say it's kind of the heartbeat of the ship. It's got bars, restaurants. It's got our shopping. It's got our spa located off of it. There's always just action happening and great people watching there at the roundabout. And then taking you up to the pool, which is called the Aquatic Club. Very kind of chill, serene as the day starts. And then as the day picks up, the energy also does as well. So we do have a casino on board with, of course, us being an adults only cruise line. Got to have a casino, very much inspired by James Bond. Now, who is sailing on Virgin, and really who are our sailors? Our sailors, it's a really mixed group of ages. The demographic is that mid-30s to mid-60s. Average age that has sailed with us is 49. But, we also like to say that age is just a number. Richard Branson himself is 72 years old and still loves to sail and dance on top of tables. So if that's you, I can tell you're going to have an absolutely amazing time. And I've got a short little video to show you of, we like to say, our ideal sailors with that. So,
want to see where I am? Look at this. Oh my!
Walking on a dream.
We made it.
How can I explain? Talking to myself.
Just traveling the world.
This is the best.
Trying different drugs and girls.
Yeah, we are always running
we
for
never
the
been.
thrill.
So there you go. Could you guys hear that? Okay, that video? Yes.
Yes.
Can I get thumbs up? Or Kinder, were you able to hear that video with audio?
Cool.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. But I will say that there is a small subset of sailors that are not able to sail with us, and they're pretty peeved about it. And I've got a short little video to show you.
Virgin Voyages says we can't cruise till we're 18, which makes us shake like we had caffeine. Virgin Voyages says no kids on the ocean, so we're causing a commotion.
Adults, enjoy the cruise. We know you deserve it, but the fact we can't go is total bullshit.
No kids. So you got to be 18 plus in order to sail with us. So we'll gladly take them on their 18th birthday. But our onboard entertainment, I will tell you that our onboard entertainment, we are doing things that have never been done before at sea. You are not going to see your typical Broadway style shows. On board our ship, we like to say it is a festival of events and happenings where in the evening you will not be bored. There's always some shows happening or an entertainment activation. We have Lola's Library that takes place in the Manor nightclub. We've got a show called The Mind Mangler, which is like a magician slash mind reader that takes place in the Red Room. The Manor nightclub each night really activates into kind of a dance party. We've got I think it's our black and gold dance party, as you can see there on your screen, where everybody's encouraged to pack something flashy, something gold, but really the hallmark on every single voyage is Scarlet Night, where the entire ship activates red and where we tell people to make sure and pack a splash of red. to wear on Scarlet Night. So I think it was, as Deborah was saying earlier, where it's that virgin red color, you're gonna like nail it. As long as you just pack that most amazing red outfit, this will be the night that you'll wear it. And I've got a short little video to show you on our entertainment. So that's Virgin in our entertainment. Like I said, you will not be bored whenever you set foot on our ship. Now to our onboard eateries, which I know for a lot of people cruising, it is all about the food. And I can tell you the food on our ship is fantastic. We are winning awards and we have not even, been in operation for a little less than 3 years. Pink Agave, our Mexican restaurant, actually won. This is actually the entryway into Pink Agave, won the best onboard restaurant last year in 2023 at the Travel Age West Awards. And what you need to remember about all of our restaurants is that they are all included in the voyage fare. There is not a separate upcharge to dine or eat at any single one of these restaurant spaces. So first up, we've got the Wake, which is really, it's our steak and seafood restaurant that we have on board. Fantastic steak. Also an amazing brunch spread as well. So the fact that you get, your filet mignon, all the sides until, just that fill the table for free. Next up, we've got Gumbe, which is our Korean barbecue restaurant. This is one of my favorite restaurant spaces to actually dine on the first night because it's fun, it's lively. They actually play Korean barbecue drinking games where it's a fun activation on that first night and a great way to meet people. They actually have I think it's one of my favorite drinks on board called the K-pop. It comes in a disco ball. So I always get that on my first night. Next up, we've got Razzle Dazzle, which is our vegan, vegetarian forward restaurant where, ironically enough, it has the best candy bacon I have ever had. And it's in that upper left-hand corner of your screen there. Also, another fantastic brunch spot. Next up, we've got Test Kitchen, which is more of that part cooking lab, part restaurant space where they actually plate the food right there in front of you. I like to say it's more of that molecular gastronomy where it's definitely that slow dining experience, but one that will just give your taste buds a run for its money. And another one of my favorite spots to take sailors to. Next up, we've got Extra Virgin, which is our Italian restaurant on board. Unbelievable bolognese. Every time I sail, I always go to Extra Virgin and get my pasta bolognese. And they also have an affogato cart for dessert with that espresso ice cream. And it's perfect way to cap off a great dinner. And then here's Pink Agave, which is our upscale modern Mexican restaurant. I like to say that here at Pink Agave, the guacamole is not extra. You can have as much guacamole as you want here at Virgin Voyages, and those chocolate tacos are phenomenal. And we've got eateries scattered all throughout the ship. We've got the dock house, which is more of that kind of lounge type atmosphere with small plates, dips, hummus. One of my favorite spots to camp out at to have a nice cocktail and watch the waves sail on by. Then up in the galley, which is our version of a buffet with different food stands located throughout. We've got sushi, sandwich shop, salad shop, taco shop, diner, burger bar, and a ramen spot as well. Now, I think the best pizza on the high seas is at the pizza place. all pizzas custom made to order. So they're not sitting under heat lamps. You walk up, you order your specialty pizza. I always say it's it's a successful night after you finish dancing at the Manor nightclub and walk back to your room and swing by the pizza place and get a nice pizza to enjoy on your hammock. And where I'm coming to you virtually from, our ice cream shop called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. So I always say that is the quintessential virgin name just because we're fun, we're cheeky, adults only, and some amazing ice cream with 2 vegan flavors as well, 6 total. And then to show you where you're going to lay your head down at night in terms of our cabins and suites. So we have a wide variety of cabins, all the way from insider, all the way up to suites, and something that will fit everybody's budget. But what I will tell you is that everybody, when you sail with Virgin Voyages, my recommendation is you've got to go with the Sea Terrace cabin. That is your room with a balcony. And the reason being is that it comes with that amazing red hammock out on your balcony. There have been plenty of mornings that I have enjoyed my room service coffee out in that hammock, watching the sunrise, and then even grabbing a cocktail to go from one of our onboard bars and taking it back to my room to have a nice nightcap in the hammock as you listen to the waves sail on by. Square footage on the Sea Terrace cabins range from 225 to 265 square feet. But of course, we also have suites on board. We've got 78
My gosh,
suites.
look at the view. Woo!
Exactly. We've got 78 suites, 63 Rockstar suites, and 15 Mega Rockstar suites. And with those Rockstar quarters that you see there, those 63, that also comes with another layer of amenities. So you get early booking access to restaurant reservations, shore excursions. You also get what else you get? You get private Rockstar agent service. You get first round of the in-room mini bar on us. You also get access to Richard's Rooftop, which is the rooftop lounge just for our. The favorite aspect of the Richard's Rooftop is that it has Moet happy hour every day from 5 to 6. So it is free champagne for a full hour, which is always a nice little touch on that. Now I have a short little video to close us out, and I'm going to click play and just to give you a day in the life of Virgin Voyages.
Come on, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. Loving will be easy because I like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
Awesome. So that is Virgin Voyages, and I have a fantastic offer for everybody on the call for the. There we go. So that is Virgin Voyages, and we have a fantastic offer for everybody on the call. If you book in the next 7 days, you will get an extra onboard credit towards your booking. $50 for an insider Sea View, $100 for a Sea Terrace cabin, and $200 for a suite. And that is if you book by May 11th, which is next Saturday. So for the next 7 days. And if we get to 10 cabins, eventually, doesn't have to be in the next 7 days, but if we eventually get to 10 cabins, you will also get our onboard credit specialty for everybody that's in a group. So it's $50 for an insider Sea View, $100 for a balcony, and $200 for a suite. And that is the value add if you are part of a group. So with that, please contact Kinder Keys to book by May 11th. And I am more than happy to answer a couple of questions before we conclude today's program.
You all may unmute if you have questions, but we do have a couple in the chat.
Okay.
It says, do you have to make reservations for the dining at the restaurants?
You can, yes. 45 days prior to your voyage date, the booking window opens up for you to make dining reservations. Yes. but you don't have to if you would not like to. If you're just more like freestyle, I just want to, I don't know where I want to eat on what night, you can definitely still do walk-ups, and just like a regular restaurant, they can put your name on a list and ping you when your table is available.
Is there double beds in the cabins, or are there all king size beds?
Yeah, so the Sea Terrace cabins, they are all queen size beds that come in the Sea Terrace. However, they do split to where they're actually in like an L shape for those that are wanting two double beds on that. So they don't actually split down the middle where there's like a little walkway through the two beds. It splits into an L shape for those that are wanting separate beds.
Okay. Are there any other questions?
I have a question, General, maybe it's because no one knows to think of it. My name is Rosita. But let's say that you make a reservation with the group and you've made your full deposit, and something happens that you cannot make this cruise. How are things happen? How does that play into refunds and that with Virgin?
Sure. So outside of 120 days, well, there's a 20% deposit on the cabin when you make that reservation. For 7 days after that deposit is made, that deposit is refundable. So if you have to cancel within that 7 days, 100% refundable. After 7 days, that deposit becomes non-refundable, meaning that if you have to cancel your voyage up to 45 days prior to your voyage date, you need to cancel, you end up getting that back as a future cruise credit to be used on a future voyage. And then from 44 days up to 48 hours prior to the voyage date, you can actually change both names on the cabin with no penalty or fees.
Oh, that's good. That's real
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's real good.
I have a question. So for group, for like, say, for instance, we wanted to eat as a group, how do you eat? How do we coordinate all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so that would be taken care of by our groups department for these group dining. And I know for you all, I think it's a 5-night voyage. So our groups department would be able to help you get one group dining reservation to dine together as a group once during that voyage for that.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
All right.
You mentioned that it's me again, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But you mentioned that when you go to Bimini, there is no charge for anything there. So any umbrellas and stuff like that for the beach or the pool area is no charge?
Yeah, so I was saying there's no charge to access the beach club. The food is also included there, and the bar tab. If you purchase bar tab, your bar tab can also be used at the beach club. There are complimentary chairs, umbrellas where it is first come, first serve. There are cabanas for not for purchase, but for rent for the day that you can also reserve if you would like, but there is a fee associated with that. Yes. Honestly, I've gone to Bimini. I've now sailed, I want to say like 10 or 11 times. And I think the first time ever, this was back in 2021, we did a cabana. It was nice, but we were like, you know what? We would be good just to throw our towel down next to the pool with our towels and an umbrella and just walk up to the bar and get our drink. So we were good with that. So.
And my last question, I think.
That's okay.
Travel protection. Okay. Do you cover that? Can you pass that information on to Kendra? And how does that work and how does it protect you?
Yeah, so the voyage protection, what we call insurance here, is 8% of the voyage. And it is canceled for a covered reason. And I can send Kendra more details on that and what all of those reasons are. Yes. I don't know the exact reasons off the top of my head because I know insurance, all the like T's and C's and fine print. I don't want to mess that up. So I'll send you the document that gives you all of that for you to review.
Totally understand that.
Okay, we have a couple more questions in the chat. As far as the bar tab is for, okay, so bar tab for alcoholic drinks only or includes non-alcoholic drinks?
It includes any 4-drink purchase. So alcoholic drinks, we've got smoothies, we've got specialty coffees, we've got fresh pressed juices, anything basically that requires like manual labor to make, if you will, on board. That is a 4-purchase drink that you can use that bar tab for. But again, everything that is included when it comes to the essential drinks are your still and sparkling water, sodas, teas, lemonades, drip coffee, and non-pressed juices. That's all included. What you can use your bar tab for are the alcoholic drinks, your specialty coffees, your fresh pressed juices, your smoothies.
That's good.
Are you required to get off the ship on beach day?
I'm sorry. I have one other question. Hello.
Let them answer that one.
Okay. Hold on. The last question, Lindsay, was, are you required to get off the ship on beach day? Uh-oh. Is he frozen?
Oh, can you hear me okay still? I'm back.
Okay, now I can. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes.
Are you required to get off the ship on beach day?
You are not required to get off the ship on the beach day. Nope. You can stay on the ship for the entire 5 days if you would like. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Carroll.
Are you ready? Can I ask the question now?
Yes.
Okay, because I got background noise. Excuse me. Great presentation, by the way.
Thank you.
You said the pressed juices. Is that part of the bar tab? I'm not a drinker. So tab, does that mean you don't pay for the pressed juices?
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, because I got background noise. I'm trying to give you the questions so I can close my mic up. Also, it's been a long time since I've been on a cruise personally. And when I was on there, we had to pay for photographs. So is there anything else on you do have photographs, I'm guessing. And is there anything else on the cruise? You don't?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
So is there anything on the cruise that would cost money?
Yeah. So let me think about this really quick. I'm gonna just go back to your first question with the juices. So the fresh pressed juices are like, we have a juice bar on board where you can go and get the like green energy juice that's like fresh press, like, whatever, the cucumber, the ginseng, the ginger, like that type of drink that they make there right in front of you where it's freshly pressed. That would cost extra, such as your, like, I want to say like $9 or $10 for that type of thing that you could use your bar tab for. However, all across the ship in our restaurants, we've got the orange juice, cranberry juice, apple juice, those types of non-fresh pressed juices that are free. That comes with your voyage fare. So you wouldn't pay extra for those types of juices. It's just those like concoctions, if you will, that are made that you could use your bar tab for on that. I see you're nodding your head there, which is good. Hopefully I answered your question on that. And then for the things that you would pay extra for on board, we have a tattoo studio on board. Sorry, I guess I forgot to mention that, called Squid Ink. So tattoos would be extra. Those are not included. We've got retail. We've got our spa on board. We've got, really, I think that's it. Like your spa, like cooking classes we've got as well. Like bingo, you'd have to buy your bingo cards for that. But nothing that's like kind of out of left field that you'd be like, oh my God, I have to pay extra for that. It's these like type of experiences on board that you're like, okay, it's $20 for 3 cards at bingo. You can use for that. Trying to think, you can use your onboard credit for that as well, that you would get for booking through Kinder over the next 7 days. So yeah, but no photographs, no cruise director. We've really kind of we've kind of flipped the script on what people are used to when it comes to cruising. We're doing things a little bit differently. And I can tell you that it is resonating really, really well. And people are almost they like it because they don't feel like they're getting everywhere they turn, like, oh, let me get a picture and I got to go buy the photographs, or I got to go to this art auction to try and like get a free glass of champagne and feel like I have to purchase something on board. It's very much a non kind of pressure environment to purchase or spend extra. Yeah, you're welcome.
Does someone asked me this? In booking the cruise, does your second person have to sign up at the same time you do?
That second person does not have to sign up at the same time. You can make that booking for 2 people. All we need to make that booking is just the first sailor name and the sailor email. That's it. You can add that second sailor up to 48 hours prior to the voyage date. Because again, there's no name change fees or additions up till 48 hours. So if you know you want to go and you know you probably can get somebody to go with you, but you want to book today to lock in the best price and that onboard credit, you can just book for 2 people, only add that first sailor name and then add that second sailor at a later date.
Okay, and my second question is, I know that we're in right now, the second sailor is, I think, 70% off or something like that.
80%, yeah, yep.
Oh, okay. So that's good, because we're getting the team to register by the end of the month for sure.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
In order to get the save on that. So does that still include the offer that you just gave us with the onboard? Oh, shoot, I'm going to sign up right now.
Yes. Because what happens is when you make that booking, you're making it for 2 sailors. So you're locking in that 80% off of the second sailor, since we know that there are going to be 2 people in the cabin. It's a double occupancy cabin. So you can book today and then still add that second sailor at a later date, but still make sure that you're locking in the best deal with that 80% off the second sailor. And I will tell you too, what we have seen historically with Virgin Voyages is that you are going to secure the best deal and the best pricing by booking early. Just like the airlines, the closer you get to the voyage date, the more just the price of the voyage increases. So it's best to book early, and then especially in the next 7 days, because you're going to get that extra onboard credit by May 11th. So Kendra can send you more information on the pricing on that.
Somebody needs to mute.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you honor other cruise lines' loyalties?
We do, yes. And give me just a second here. I can show you. Where are we at here? Oh, give me just a second. Where are we at? Let me share screen. And this will be a good one for people if you are part of a loyalty program to, sorry, I had to open up another presentation. I didn't have it in this one here. Let me pull up, where are we at? There we go. Yeah, so this is the Sailing Club status match. So if you are a part of another cruise line loyalty program, we will honor that status and basically fast track you right into our sailing club. So when you get fast tracked into that sailing club, you will receive what's called Blue Extras on your voyage, which gives you 1 specialty coffee per day, dedicated sailor services support. You'll get to attend an exclusive cocktail event, and you get free laundry service, which everybody gets to go home with clean laundry, which is always a good thing, because the last thing anybody wants to do when they get home from a cruise is laundry. So you get to go home with some nice clean clothes. But again, this is the status match that Kinder can work with you on and make sure that you are well-versed and qualified with the different cruise lines that we will honor. So yes, we do honor that.
So do we have to pay the deposit for the second person? So when we book, we pay the 2 deposits?
Yeah, so the deposit actually is 20% of the voyage fare. And that voyage fare is based on double occupancy. So just by paying that 20% deposit, you're already paying that deposit for that second sailor.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Is there a discount on the Rockstar Suite?
I wish. I'll tell you that those Rockstar suites are selling. Like, I think, well, when we launched, it's just interesting to see like what took off, and not to say what didn't take off, but the Rockstar suites are selling at a premium, and we are booking those suites out, I mean, far in advance, which is great for us as a business. So just as an FYI, if you're interested in a Rockstar suite, book now, because I can guarantee you they're going to sell. Awesome. I can take a couple of questions. I do have to hop off at 45 after.
Do we have any other questions?
Will we be able to go back and listen to parts of the recording that we missed?
Yes.
Thank you.
Who was that? Who asked that question?
Sharon.
Who?
Sharon.
Karen.
Sharon.
Okay.
Sharon.
All right. Whoever's your leader, I mean, might have to give it to you. If you're not in our group, you may have to get the recording.
Okay, I'll get it from Lorraine Finley.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this for us. I know that our representative is on vacation or doing something great.
She's out of the country repping Virgin at a partner conference. So yes.
All right. And so we appreciate you doing this at the spare of the moment. Hopefully we can connect with her when she gets back. But this really helped. I've been on a number of different cruises, and I really wanted to try a Virgin because of its rep, because of its standards, because of its luxury, and because of no kids.
No kids. No kids. That's all we got to say, honestly. I could have started this presentation and said, no kids cruise line, and said, done. Are there any other questions? Because really, just for that, everybody should want to hop on and book, honestly. So,
I mean, I love my great granddaughter, but they can't go to this. I'm just
no. And I will say too, like you don't realize it until you're on the ship, when you're just like walking around and you just see just adults having a great time without their kids. And then when you realize that there are no children around, it really just does kind of elevate the environment. And then once you experience it, it's just like flying first class. Once you fly first, it's like you never go back. And it's like once you sail with no kids, you're going to be like, I don't know how I can sail on any other line, honestly. So yeah, come one, come all, and we can't wait for you all to experience it.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. Aloha, Willie from Hawaii. The ship will be sailing out of Miami. Just a reminder, that he is offering us in the next week. And me and Kendra will put that in writing so you guys will remember about the onboard credit and all of that. So go ahead and get yourself registered. All right. We've had a long day. We've had a lot of meetings. Thank you again, Mr. Wagner.
Thank you,
Mr.
God bless everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.